Welcome back, friends. Today we'll be making a Caprese Melt, or as my cousins from West Virginia would call it, man, that there's like an Italian grilled cheese. Look at that tomato. Woo! And now we can griddle. The ingredients for this cook will be some Italian bread, fresh basil, mozzarella, tomato, balsamic vinegar, Parmesan cheese and some olive oil, and salt with fresh cracked pepper. Make sure you get your griddle up to about 325. You don't want this smoking hot because you're actually putting the cheese on the bread and putting it right on the griddle. So our oil and cheese will go onto our bread with our little fancy butter knife spoon thing there. Yeah, that's the official name for that. Spread it around a little bit. Make sure they're all evenly coated. Then once you have all four of them evenly coated, you can go ahead and put a little oil on the griddle. You can never have too much olive oil. It's an Italian grilled cheese, man. It's Italian. Put down more oil. Let's do this thing, you know? Then we'll flip our bread, like I said, cheese side down. The cheese and the olive oil will go straight onto the griddle, and it's going to make this beautiful, beautiful brown crust that is just so delicious and looks so appealing. This bread is like a par-cooked Italian bread from Aldi. You can use any sort of Italian loaf that you see at the store. This one's just nice because it's like not fully cooked. You're supposed to put it in the oven for like 10 more minutes, but I just put it on the griddle instead. Then you put down your mozzarella cheese. Make sure you use a fresh block of mozzarella. Do not buy the pre-shredded stuff. They put weird chemicals on the already shredded stuff. You can buy the block and shred it yourself instead of cutting it like I did, because I did not get very even slices. But just don't buy pre-shredded. So feel free to shred it or slice it yourself. Put down my dome just to get it started to melt. It's not melted all the way, but I just wanted to get a good start on it because I had some pretty thick slices of cheese there. Then I went ahead and layered the rest of my toppings. Fresh basil, it's got to be fresh. Don't think that you can use some dried basil that you have in your cabinet. Fresh basil. I cut up probably like 8 to 10 leaves here, followed by some fresh Roma tomatoes that went on top. This is a very, very fresh sandwich or melt that we're doing right here. Then I did a little bit of my balsamic. That's the magic touch. I love balsamic vinegar. Put it on the tomatoes, put it on the other slices of bread. Make sure I used up all of it. Had 2 tablespoons of balsamic in there. And then topped it all off with some salt and pepper. Lift them up. They might stick a little bit because there's cheese on there, but look at that golden brown crust that you got from the cheese. It's like a crostini or maybe a piece of garlic bread. It's just got that dark brown, melty, crispy, crunchy Parmesan cheese on it. I put my weight on it, waited for about, let's say a minute and a half. Then after that time went by, I lifted my weight off, flipped it over, and took a look, and oh my God, did the other side look better? Is it even possible? The other side looks even better. Look at how brown and delicious that is. That looks good. So everything's toasted up, looks real nice. I still don't have the cheese melted where I want it to. So I grabbed my water bottle, squirted it down, brought back out the dome, put it down for about 45 seconds to a minute just to get that steam to melt the mozzarella cheese there. And that's pretty much it. You cut it, plate it on your board. Got yourself there the Italian grilled cheese. Look at that tomato like a roast. Woo! Subscribe for more griddle videos. Thanks guys. Have a good one.